So how is everyone? I hope you're all well. Thought I'd come out in the garden, get a bit of fresh air, since as it stopped pissing down of rain for the first time in about 4 days. But anyway, I want to quickly talk about Leilani Simon. Now, she has pled not guilty to the murder of her son. Now, this case makes me quite angry, so that's why I didn't do a massive amount on it. But those of you who are unfamiliar, I'm sure, to be fair, that none of you are unfamiliar, but he was the young boy whose body was found on the waste ground after being put in a dumpster. Now, I have a little bit of a question to ask. I'll be interested in getting your guys' opinion, because I struggle with something. Now, she's pled not guilty, right? And she's got to go through due process, and I think she's going to be hard pressed to find anybody to say that she is not guilty. But there is a caveat to this case. There is a big caveat to it. And that is, look, at the end of the day, she was not the legal guardian of Quinton. In fact, Billie Jo was, which was Quinton's grandmother. Now, at the end of the day, she was not the legal guardian for a reason, and that is because the state had deemed that she was a risk to her child. And, you know, that's something that was then, his safety and his well-being was put into the hands of his grandmother. So you could argue that by default, even though Billie Jo didn't do the actual action of murder, she 100%, in my opinion, is as guilty as Leilani in terms of what happened to poor Quinton. So it's difficult for me, because I think if you were put in charge of a child, if that child's well-being is put in your hands, then you have a duty to do what needs to be done to keep that child safe. And in this case, it didn't. And in fact, early on in this case, it was pretty clear that Billie Jo was very aware of the risk that Leilani posed. You know, we saw multiple pictures, multiple situations where it was almost like these two are at loggerheads. So I ask you now, are both of these women just as guilty for what happened to Quinton? Or are you happy to just simply say, no, Leilani is a person who did this, we believe, innocent until proven guilty, but look, is she the only one who should be punished for what happened to Quinton? And if she isn't, and if she doesn't, if Billie Jo walks completely scot-free, then what does that say about the legal implications, ramifications of being put in charge of a child and that child comes to harm? What is the purpose of the legal documentation, the responsibility being passed, if that accounts for nothing? Let me know down below. I am doing a live tomorrow, and I have a special little giveaway. I'll join you all there.